new clan capital district, an awesome new defense, clan capital base links that you've all been begging for, a 7th builder in the main village, and has the CC deployment bug finally been fixed? That and more in this awesome first sneak peek. There is a new district coming to the clan capital. It's called the Goblin Mines. It maxes out at level 4, as you saw there. And with it, there are 4 new buildings. We'll talk about 2 of them today and 2 of them tomorrow. Let's start off with the Goblin Thrower. This is exactly what it sounds like. It shoots at ground targets only. You'll see this later. And it shoots 5 goblin barrels with 3 spear goblins in them, like the ones you see in Clash Royale. However, once it's shot all 5 spear goblin barrels, as you see here, it will just sit there and do nothing. Even if it's a completely new attack like you see here, that's all it will do. But it is incredibly effective whilst it's alive, because these spear goblins are really annoying. Let's talk about something else new, and that is the spear trap. Look at the range on this thing. Now, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but here's the thing about it. It can shoot sneaky archers even when they're invisible. Let's just call it the anti-sneaky archer trap. Now, if you're wondering about the best way to take down the Goblin Mines, in my opinion, it is these Super Draggers, because they counter the Goblin Thrower so much. The Goblin Thrower cannot shoot versus air targets, as you see there, and it's worth noting, though, when you destroy the Goblin Thrower, all undeployed goblins will come out, but the super drags are so good. They do the splash damage and they just get completely wrecked. So I've sent 5 super dragons and a rage on that top side. Now I'm going to send the last super dragon through the middle here. Now, obviously, you will see different layouts for the Goblin Mines. It won't necessarily be this one here, but the Goblin Throws just get countered so hard by these Super Dragons that I can't recommend them enough. So we're coming in on this one here. Now, I'm sure there is a better way to take it down. In fact, I might show you an even better way to take it down tomorrow. But if you just want a no-brain cells sort of way to take it down, spamming Super Drags is incredibly effective. And if you do it right, you can take down a max Goblin Mines in 2 shots. So I'm coming in on the second hit here, but I wanted to show you this. So I have a barb barrel on here. Now, I shouldn't use it because the Goblin Thrower is right there and it will trigger it. But I wanted to show you how much of a nuisance this Goblin Thrower can be, even for super drags. So you see the Goblin Thrower is still shooting at our barbs on the ground, and the super drags are just getting caught in range of the air defense here. So it can definitely be a pain. Just make sure you have no ground units. I send my last super drag on the top side. I'll speed through this quickly. I know you guys might not necessarily want to watch super drags just walking through a base, but you can see why the super drags are the best choice for this base, because they've just walked through half of the base. And I've got a feeling if I didn't mess with the sneaky gobs earlier in the attack, this, I would have got this in 2 shots, but I really wanted to show this. So look, I take down the the Goblin Thrower, and all the sneaky gobs come out, as I've talked about before, but the sneaky gobs don't die this hit, and they're still going to be there in the next attack. So I really wanted to show you that, but as you see, Super Drags just wrecked the sneaky gobs, and I took this base down easily. However, my favorite addition to the clan capital in this update is if you're a co-leader and you go into the layout editor, there is a share as link, which means base links have come to the clan capital. So we copied that link to our clipboard. We will paste it into like a Discord or wherever you're sending it, and then you open it, you click open, you have the clan capital open before you go in, and there you go. You can paste that link. Now, it doesn't paste with the decorations as you see here, but that's not a problem. But this isn't just for the Goblin Mines either. You can also do it for the Capital Peak. You can do it for all the districts, and this is one of my favorite changes in the update. Another fantastic change coming to the clan capital is right here. The capital gold maximum is going from 25k to 35k. I mean, seems like a pretty obvious change. No one's going to complain about that. Unfortunately, the raid medal maximum has not changed with it. But 5,000 is definitely enough, whereas 25k capital gold was never enough. Now, back to the home village. If you go into the troop training area and click info on any troop, it will come up with this completely redesigned UI, and it's awesome. You've got the stats and the description on the right, and then a video showcasing the troop strengths on the left. Now, my favorite of all the troops has to be the Yeti. It's so cool because not only can you watch the Yeti in action, as you see here, you can also watch the Yeti Mites. And the Yeti Mites, in my opinion, have the best sound in all of Clash of Clans. Let's just listen to it here. It just makes me happy. I don't know, it just fills me with joy, but it's not just the troops that are getting this redesigned UI. It's not just the regular troops, it's the super troops, but it's also, you'll see later, defenses as well. So we've got the super wizard here. Unfortunately, the super wizard is getting nerfed into the ground. I'll talk about it in literally 3 minutes time, but we have to listen to the super Hulk rider, right? I mean, who doesn't want to hear Darian putting on the performance of a lifetime? Let's listen in. I love your work, Darian, but this isn't the only stuff coming to the home village. There is a new event coming. If you're Town Hall 7 and got 5 builders, you apply for this Goblin Builder / Researcher event. If you look up the very top, you see under the builders, there's a 1 out of 1 Goblin. There's also a spell one for your laboratory, and that's 1 out of 1 free. So you see, I'm using all 6 builders here. So I shouldn't be able to upgrade this scattershot, right? Well, wrong. I can upgrade it, however, it will cost you, and these goblins ask for a lot, 780 gems. Now, this might not necessarily be the right amount when the update drops, but it is expensive. You can do walls as well, though, if you're got too much loot and no free builders. 10 gems for a wall. You can also get rid of obstacles if you really want, but 10 gems to get rid of a 25 gem box probably isn't worth it in the long run. This is how it looks in the laboratory, so you can have 2 upgrades going at the same time. And the last thing for today's sneak peek is a little nugget Supercell tried to sneak past all of us. It was the last thing in the patch notes, and it's all about the CC deployment speed and fixing the bug for 8 to 9 troops. Let's see what the difference is before and after. Here is a before and after of the blimp CC deployment, and I noticed no difference. A little confusing then, so I don't know, maybe I got that wrong, but if there is a difference, trust me, we will do a video on this channel straight after the update. I'll record some live attacks of TKs maybe, so we can see it, because it's obviously not just Blizzard this affects the Super Archer clone attacks as well. But until we see a difference, not really too much I can say on that. That's it for this sneak peek number 1. What did you think of it? What was your favorite part? For me, the favorite part has to have been the troop UI. And actually, we forgot to show you something. I'm sorry, I forgot to show this earlier. It's also for the heroes as well, so something really cool for you there. So yeah, definitely love this part of the sneak peek. But maybe yours was different. But one thing's for sure, make sure you're here for tomorrow's video, because what we show might just shock you.